right. Ron Goodoff, FightHype.com. I'm here with the best Lucas player of all time and 140 world champion, Rolly Romero. How's it going, man?
I wouldn't say the best Lucas player. I mean, there's a few good Lucas players out there. But I learned a lot watching them.
Was it like a Evo world champion? Is that what you were watching? Or the Smash Bro tournaments?
It's a few dudes that are really good.
Well, first and foremost, how's everything been in this training camp, man?
I can't complain. It's, every training camp's difficult. You got starved to death. You gotta get punched in the face. You gotta do all sorts of weights and stuff. You feel tired all the time. You have to go a month without busting a nut. That's hard too. So it's a bit of stuff. Yeah.
Would you say that some of the injuries that you had before, when you took your break, great vacation, by the way, which, you were on the beach and everything. Do you feel that you're a lot healthier now from that point? You feel a lot more rejuvenated and did what you needed to do to get back into fighting shape?
I feel healthier, I feel healthy, There'll be moments where it's like, I still feel it, but, it's nothing compared to what it was,
Mm-hmm. One of the big things about this card, the Amazon Prime card, is that, it's setting the precedent of just what can come in the future, kind of like when PBC did with ESPN and Showtime and that whole entire type of experience. I know you've been asked this question many times, but just when it kind of sinks in and you're seeing the promotions that's starting to come through now with the flyers and everything in a few weeks, is it pretty crazy that you're going to be fighting on Amazon Prime and you're going to be starting it out?
Bruh, I'm going to tell you like this. You thought as a little kid, I thought as a little kid I was going to be backed by the biggest company in the world? Bruh, I would have been fucking tripping if I thought that shit. And look, I'm literally backed by the biggest company in the world. That right there is a blessing. That's a dream come true. And then, like I said, they're hopping into boxing, we're hopping in strong. So, and it's just a dream to have this opportunity,
With your opponent, Pitbull, he's in the promotion, kind of very stale, I think.
I don't think he's allowed to post right now.
Really? Why is that?
I think he might be, them tacos, man.
Oh, you're saying he's kind of big?
Yeah, them tacos, man. I don't think he's allowed to post right now. He hasn't posted anything. Yeah, he hasn't posted anything.
Is there any kind of concerns about, if he's going to be able to make the weight then, in that sense? Or
if he doesn't make weight, then that's his problem. That's not our problem.
Oh, wow. Well, seeing the fact that you've been very active, it seems like this whole promotion build-up has been a lot of, I don't want to say maturity, because there hasn't really been a lot of trash talking, I guess.
Well, you got to look at it like this. He kind of looks like a rock. He doesn't speak. He just stays there. What am I possibly going to say to him? He don't speak English. I could curse him out in Spanish, but that's not how you promote a fight. That's not how you promote a fight with Latinos. Latinos don't like that. Mm-hmm. So, just let him be, and I just be me. I ain't tripping. It's just another fight,
when this fight was made, I know a lot of people has been online, talking about who they're picking and who they're betting. And have you got any type of support that surprised you, or anyone that said, hey, I'm picking Rolly that you probably didn't think? Or the other way around, someone picking Pitbull that you kind of are surprised?
I don't really care about any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know who needs to pick Rolly? You know who?
I'm assuming Rolly.
Rolly. And Rolly always picks Rolly, so that's what we're going to do.
Not looking past your opponent, but, there's so many opponents and so many things around your division, below your division, above your division. Would you say that beating Pitbull is going to set you up to probably have one of those super big fights that that you want, like a Tank rematch, or
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's all. I mean, regardless of everything, I'm not going to look past Pitbull. Chihuahua come here to fight. He come here to fight. He come here to swing. He come like, I ain't gonna lie. He be throwing them haymakers like. He a strong dude. He tough. He durable. He's gonna come to fight. He's gonna come to win. So that's what we're gonna. That's my focus right now. I don't give a fuck about anybody else right now.
When you were fighting Barroso, you've studied him very well. You noticed his power, you noticed his ability to land his shots, and it seemed like a lot of people took what you were saying for granted until hindsight. He was knocking out Hard Davis and doing things like that. So
I'm gonna tell you something. Every single time I say something, they're like, Rolly tripping, Rolly not there. And then when it happened, Rolly was right. Right?
Yeah.
How many times have you heard, at like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, a year later, like, damn, Rolly was right.
Yeah, you've been very consistent.
So, may not be right now, but y'all see it. I'm always right about this shit. Everything is always, I always speak the truth. Because I look at shit from different perspectives.
When you bring up being right, I mean, you've been kind of been given a lot of signs about like Ryan Garcia and some of the stuff that may have potentially been something that would happen.
Well, look at this. Now I just showed completely that I made the right decision all along. Because imagine if I would have told him that I broke his nose and had him bleeding like he was on his period. Like, what if he would have, like, what if that would have set him off to the point, But as far as, like, Ryan Garcia goes, I think everyone should just be there for him right now. What he's going through isn't a joke. Like, I know the kid really well. This isn't a joke. Y'all need to be there for him. Because he's going through it. And it's the truth. Like, you actually need to be there for him. And y'all need to stop slandering him and all this stuff. Because he's speaking some shit. And it's like maybe even it's a cry for help one way. He might be speaking some information that people didn't even know about. And everyone just thinking he's crazy. But maybe he's speaking the truth in all of this shit. Maybe. Who knows? Like I said, all I know is he's going through shit right now. And y'all need to be there for him instead of slandering him.
With I guess a lot of the Twitter outbursts and some of the Twitter X spaces that he went on, I guess people have been very concerned that if he's going to be able to make it to the fight.
If I was behind Ryan, dude, the kid has money. The kid, like, he don't need a fight. Let the kid sit down and simplify his life and then bring him back to the ring. He don't need to be in a boxing fight right now. Like I said, like, he already fought, in December, 2nd, I think? December 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't even been a full 6 months. Let the dude take some time off, and let him find himself, because that's what and like I said, his family needs to be close to him, and the people that really care about him need to be close to him. But I think he doesn't have people he trusts, and he needs to be around people he can trust. So I think everybody just needs to be there for him right now and stop slandering him and stop making him seem like he's this fucking lunatic or all this stuff. Like I said, like, shit happens. People fucking go crazy out of nowhere. But like I said, he might be speaking some real truth in all of this, and you don't even know, because people are so ignorant and want to believe he's doing some other shit. They believe that he's fucking insane or he's this. Like I said, he might be speaking some truth.
You were very close to you two potentially fighting, and that if you were, I guess, on the card, main event, facing him, and this was happening, would you yourself want to continue the fight, or would you kind of like consider, like, look, hey Al, hey Oscar, let's just not do this? Or would you just kind of wait it out and just see?
I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm always gonna go. Like once I sign a contract, that's what I'm doing, you know. But like I said, it's his team that's supposed to pull him off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, and it speaks really shitty of his team to let him continue if they do. And it just shows that they never were there for him to begin with. That they don't give a fuck about him. So that's the truth. If they let him fight, they just don't give a fuck about him at all. They were never in their best interest. They're always money hungry.
You know, obviously you know a lot more behind the scenes, and you know these people personally from like just not just from the amateurs, but just on a day-to-day basis, just being around them. And you know, just the boxing business. Do you feel? And I'm just I guess thinking of a scenario, but what do you think may have caused like this? Do you think it may have been like just the pressure of boxing, or just maybe something personal? Because it, I guess, seemed maybe on a perspective it kind of came out of nowhere, or was this something that you've seen brewing over years and years?
Maybe it was something growing over. Like I said, you gotta look at it from Rand's perspective. His lifestyle, he gets to see a lot more than the average person. He gets to be around a lot more than the average person. His perspective is a lot different than the average person on fucking Twitter. I mean, whose perspective would you rather hear? The motherfucker fat as fuck eating potato chips on Twitter fucking going to war, or the dude who's actually living the life where he can clearly see what the hell's really going on, what's not going on. So, like I said, like, he has a lot of experience and all sorts of stuff, you know. He's been around a lot of people. He's been around a lot of experiences, you know. So, like I said, I think people are just completely overlooking Ryan and not realizing that, like I said, they should just be there for him.
My last question on that topic is just, I know that when it comes to boxing, there's rivalries, you know, and there's people that when it's time to fight, you know, it's time to go. But would you reach out, or have you reached out to Ryan, or at any point maybe just to be like, hey, keep your head up?
I'll tell you like this. I mean, I don't really share conversations I have with people. But yeah, I did reach out. I did reach out. Because at the end of it, there's a lot deeper shit in life than just boxing. Mm-hmm. Boxing's nothing compared to what real life is. Boxing's just a fucking sport. Life is a lot deeper than just boxing.
So just switching back to you, you know, we got the big card. You know, they immediately smiled because, you know, with all this newfound attention on the Amazon Prime platform with a great opponent, Pitbull, what do you think that you're doing in this camp that's completely different from your previous camp? Because I know that there's been some changes and some things for the better in your is there anything dramatically that we're going to see in this particular fight just because of that, or is it because of the opponent?
I stopped busting nuts.
Like, that's a new thing, like you never did in any camp?
Like 4 weeks out, and normally I just do a day of.
Really?
So I don't get that's the only new thing.
Does that make you like a lot more angrier, or is that like, does that change how like you spar or hit the bag?
I think I've controlled my emotions really well lately.
Yeah.
I've been a lot more in control of my emotions. I know the old me probably would have been swinging at people and stuff like that and cursing people, but I think I've calmed down a lot. Like, I feel like I've been a lot better man lately, especially over really since the new year.
You know, when you did the interview with my guy Najee, literally on this couch, like I think like a month out before, you know, there was a lot of people I saw online that complimented you, like, I guess in a way where they were like, I didn't know this side of Rolly. I've never seen Rolly. And, you know, I have the privilege of talking to you, and I've already...
They don't ask me the right questions. They ask me about this and about that, about this, but they don't ask me the right questions. They want to ask me about shit that doesn't matter. Ask me about shit that matters. That's the truth. All this boxing shit don't matter. What I think about this, what I think about that in boxing, like, I mean, I don't really care. It's just, I'm gonna just say the first thing that pops in my head. You gotta ask questions that will get you really thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So, you wanna know the real me? Ask questions that aren't fucking stupid questions. So, and I get it. There's no such thing as stupid questions. Only stupid people. No, there's stupid questions and there's stupid people. And usually it's stupid people ask the stupid questions. So, yeah.
Is that why when you go on Instagram, you're kind of immediate like, no boxing? Like, ask me interesting questions. Like, is that a switch where once you're done?
Bro, boxing's just a fucking opinion, and then it's an opinion until the fight happens, and then, okay, it's fact, okay. So everybody has an opinion, then the fight happens, then it's fact, and then what? There's nothing to go off of it. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm. So do you... Okay.
Yeah, it's just that. Like, boxing's not really complex. It's like everybody could think whatever. And there's so many people that are in that try to, like, because if you look at real fighters, most of them don't really have opinions on boxing. It's all the fucking people on Twitter and all the people over here on social media that never fucking threw a punch in their life. But real fighters, they don't really have opinions on boxing. They don't, because in reality, everyone in boxing knows, bro, you can be the best fighter in the world and you just have the shittiest day.
Mm-hmm.
You could get your ass beat in the fucking gym at any day, and you could be fucking the champion of the gym at any day, and then you come to the fight and you get your ass beat. Everybody in boxing knows that shit. So if you pay attention, boxers don't really have opinion. Yeah, they're going to choose this. But 90% of the time when they choose a fighter, it's because they know the fighter. So does their opinion really matter? No, it's all that shit's biased. So, yeah, boxing is whatever you think it is, and then it's fact. Boom.
So then what's more important? Because I know boxing's like, you know, what made you in this environment. But what's more important to you? Like, you know, financial wealth, just getting...
No. My biggest thing comes down to how I impact the people around me. And I hope I give everybody around me something positive that they can take with them for the rest of their life. That's all I care about.
Like helping like the youth and the amateur guys coming up and...
Yeah, helping, you know, people coming up, helping... It doesn't even have to be boxing related. But me saying 2 words to somebody might change their entire perspective on their life.
Mm-hmm.
It might, you know, you never know. Me taking a picture with somebody and being nice to them, and they've just been treated like shit by everybody else, every other person in any position of power or publicity or any of that shit, right? Treats them like shit, and just me being a nice person, that gives people hope. Hope and love are the strongest emotions. Just hope in general, it gives you something to look forward to in life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you give somebody that, who knows? Maybe I made someone better than somebody great down the line. They didn't even realize what the hell they could achieve. So, there's that.
Did someone do that for you when you were younger? When you were, I guess, in any type of position of just looking for some inspiration outside of like your family?
No. But I will tell you this though, the people that did help me with the littlest things, that changed my life completely. And with that little bit of help alone, I was able to become who I am today. That's why I like helping out people a lot too. With a little bit of, it could be nothing. It could be the most microscopic thing, but it's enough to change somebody's life. You don't even know. you don't even know they changed your life. There's some people who helped me and changed my life, and they don't even realize they changed my life. So, and just with the simplest things. That's the truth. Like I said, hope is powerful.
You know, wrapping up with the hope of being able to continue doing what you enjoy and helping people around, is there any type of message that you want to send out for people who's going to be tuning in on the pay-per-view card to, you know, see this exciting fight? Because me personally, I think that, you know, the matchup styles for explosiveness.
Like I said, it's gonna be, that's a fight people want to see. Ain't nobody want to miss that shit. It's gonna be a slugfest. It's gonna be nothing but fireworks. So, I mean, like I said, I'm excited for it.
All right. Well, before I let you go, where can they find you on social media when they want to get a little bit more action?
On Instagram, ROLLIESSS, Rollies, and Twitter, sign up for KOs.
And when you go live, make sure that you actually have a question that's not boxing related, because you know.
Dude, fuck boxing related questions. I fuck boxing related questions. Yeah, fuck boxing. Yeah, fuck boxing related questions, not fuck boxing. I love boxing. Boxing saved my life.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah.